Welcome back to Church Production. I'm Marcel Patillo. Recently, we sent Vero Bible Fellowship the Teradek Prism Mobile to help with their live stream. Now, the Teradek Prism Mobile can stream up to 4K at 60 frames a second in HDR, which is pretty impressive. Because I don't know many online streaming platforms like YouTube or Vimeo or Facebook that'll even allow you to stream 4K, let alone at 60p or HDR. So it's good to hear that Teradek is ahead of the game. But before we get started, give this video a like and let's get to know Erica Reardin, the Tech Director and Production Manager at Vero Bible Fellowship.
So my name is Erica Reardin, and I am a freelance tech director, primarily at Vero Bible Fellowship, which meets in a school cafeteria, a middle school. And they have a lot of issues with reliable internet because they're fully reliant on the school's internet, and it's not always great. So that's how we got connected with using the Prism.
So Erica tells us that the church meets in a middle school, and the problem is the middle school doesn't have great internet, and they don't have access to the IT department to get much support. So the church is basically left to work with what they've got, and that's been pretty problematic for their live stream.
The internet being unreliable was both on the end of me seeing it, trying to get a stream to even work, and on the user end. So sometimes we would start a service, and then 5 minutes in, it would just completely lose it. And the problem was also that we don't have a way to really see the internals of all the internet and the monitoring and things like that, except for what we're seeing on Facebook and how it's going out. And so we weren't able to really see what is causing, these issues until, we can get a hold of somebody. And, that's such a process. We could barely stream at 720p. It would, it barely will chug along. And it's an older population at that particular church, and so they don't have a lot of understanding of why it's not working or why we can't get it to be reliable. So that can be super tough.
So while Teradek has a lot of solutions for situations like this, the Prism Mobile is extremely flexible. It's made to mount just on the back of a camera. So if you have one shooter out in the field with just the camera and this unit, they could stream back to the studio or even online anywhere with just this unit on the back of their camera, which is pretty amazing. It also has HDMI connections, as you might assume, as well as SDI connections at 12 gig, which allow for that amazing 4K 60p HDR streaming.
So when we got it and opened the box, I thought it was pretty simple to get together and use. I think we could have gotten it up and running, no problem, in probably 10 or 15 minutes without really even looking into a manual or anything super in-depth, to be honest. I thought it would be a great solution for this particular church because of our unreliable internet issues. Where we are located is not really the greatest cell phone service either. So having the different bonded options, I thought may be a great option for them.
So one feature that really helped Vero Bible Fellowship is a feature called network bonding, which is a feature within the Prism Mobile that will combine your connections. So you can combine multiple connections like a hardwired Ethernet and a Wi-Fi and a cell phone connection to create more bandwidth than just a single connection.
So the Teradek Prism fixes our issues of using unreliable internet so that we can use not only just regular internet, a signal from AT&T or T-Mobile or Verizon. We were using 2 for the unit that we have, completely solving the issue of dropping frames, dropping a stream, going to Facebook. We're able to see a lot of the metrics a lot better to know what's working and what's not. We can see individually the streams of whether the internet is what's causing it to drop, or the cell phone service, or whatever it is. It's causing us basically to have a consistent stream, which is definitely a lifesaver.
So a big thank you to Teradek, Vero Bible Fellowship, and Erica Reardin for taking the time, implementing this in your workflow, and giving us your insight on how it works out in the field. Of course, subscribe to the Church Production YouTube channel, as well as check out churchproduction.com for new articles and insights on everything production within the church. And as always, I'm Marcel Patillo, and I'll see you all in the next one.